Yes, yes, yes! Hi everybody, Neon here. I'm sorry, I'm just got finished reading the next part of The Little Pony Legend, and once again, it's time to review it. The Little Pony Legend 3, The Great Change. You ready? Spoiler warning, yeah. Um, okay, let's begin, shall we? The Great Change starts a little bit differently compared to the other two stories. While the first one had a long recap of the My Little Pony world, and the other one had a prologue to the first one, this one gets it started really quickly and gets the plot going right away. No prologue needed. Okay, it all begins with Boomy discovering his airbending, and it goes from there after its theme song? Wait, what? It has a theme song now? No. There's a lot of other things to talk about. We don't need rambling on about that. Anyway, after that, then it comes on a first-person perspective, I think, from the Princess Avatar Korra. Her explaining to the audience about how much her life changed ever since her encounter with the Main Six. Though I have to admit the prologue did take its time to present itself, but it's a very good one. Not to mention it's kinda nice seeing Korra flying around the place with her new wings. Now, enough about the setup, let's try on some more relation biz, since some new stuff did come up. Now, let's see. First there's Makora, then Twiflash, and now we got Bosami. You know, Bolin and Asami. You get the point. This one, I enjoy a bit more. Nothing was rushed or forced for this couple this time, and it's a couple I can root for. Besides, after Bolin's experience with Ginger in Book 1 and Eska in Book 2, I think Asami's a better match. However, things get a bit testy with Bolin's crush on Opal. Because of this creates a love triangle, and Asami is a bit conflicted with her feelings. For starters, she wants Bolin to be happy, but her own feelings of love she doesn't really understand just yet, so it makes things a bit more confusing for her. Normally, I'm not a fan of love triangles, but seeing Asami struggle around with this while it's going on, it makes you want her to succeed, you know, root for her and all. And eventually she does overcome this, though she doesn't really confess her feelings to Bolin yet. But as long as she ain't depressed all the time, it's good enough for me. Alright, let's look at something else. Remember back in Book 2 when I was talking about the first OCs introduced? Well, now we got 3 more. Meet Mika, Alai, and San. Do not judge me on the picture, it's the only one I could find. Anyway, these 3 little dragon spirits, yes, they're spirits, picture Mako as their dad, since they first met him back at his apartment during that whole Spirit Vine incident. And there's a lot of various shenanigans ensued as the 3 keep on swarming around him. There is one mention of them representing Korra, Mako, and Bolin. You know, one being blue, one being green, and one being red. And I guess also one of them's a girl and 2 of them are guys, so there's also that too. There isn't much else I can really say for these 3, but since they are animal spirits, not to mention pets, I'm going to let that lack of personality slide here. As for the comedy, it's pretty much all the same. There isn't really running gags this time though, but still overall average. As for songs, well, it has the best and worst song show thus far. But since I'm going to be making another video on that, I'm not going to go into much detail here. Now, let's talk about the many changes, no pun intended, on the story itself. And let me say, after the Queen's demise, there is a whole lot of them. Remember this scene? Well, that scene kinda plays out, but instead of her pushing up daisies, I guess, she ends up turning into a mouse. Okay then. Well, I guess it kinda makes sense since she did touch Poison Joke first. Oh, believe me, I'll get to that later. And now, the biggest change of all. Remember Plea from the Red Lotus, that combustion bender? Well, not only is she alive, but she is also reformed. Oh, Maggie's Harlove and Atia 1793. I really want to thank you for this. Not only did I not like her dying in the actual show, but this actually gives her a second chance. They absolutely love it. Now that Please reverted to good, wonder what will happen in Book 4 with her. Oh well, we'll get there when we get there. Now, that's everything good, but what about anything bad? Oh yeah, right, the poison joke. Yeah, it plays a good role and all, but I felt it was kind of wasted in terms of comedy. I mean, yeah, there is a good role with it with the Queen, but if you think about what it actually does, you'd think there would have been a bit more comedy around this thing. For example, what would happen if Asami touched it, or Korra touched it, or Mako touched it, or blah blah blah, and we're just not given that. No, they're just shown up once with Team Avatar, and just showed up to serve the Queen, and that's it. At least it had some sort of role, like some other things. Weird. This review feels awfully short. I guess I can give an overall ranking now. Overall, this story is very, very good. A bit surpassing the other two in many terms. There isn't that much problems I see aside from the poison joke, but that's really about it. Many other stuff's very great, and the changes are phenomenal. If you want to read it, go right on ahead. Maggie's Heart Love on Fanfiction or fanfiction.net, and you're right on your way. Well, there you go. I'll see you all next time. Neon out.